everyone. This is Kedra with NyxMoonOracle, and today I am bringing you your weekly reading for your past life with Divine Masculine. I'm going to channel a relevant past life for whoever is resonating with it. I'm going to channel what you were like, what Divine Masculine was like, what your life was like, the situations, the feels, the lessons that were learned, carried over here, and any advice from Spirit and how Spirit and the angels are assisting you in this life. I'm going to turn my Palo Santo down because it is fuming, but that's good. Okay, I've saged and blessed the decks. I am a little hoarse because I was doing some psychic fairs, and I spent 2 days talking, channeling, and I had so much fun, but my voice is a little husky today, so please bear with me. It may or may not be gone tomorrow. I'm putting some good intentions out there and drinking tea, drinking my liquids, and I just am losing my voice. I just talked so much. There were so many people, and I was so blessed to have all of those interactions and helping people. I made a lot of people cry. I helped a lot of people, and I absolutely love doing personal readings. So if you are interested in a personal reading with me and you are in Skagit or Whatcom County in Washington, or if you would like to book a reading with me online where I would do a video like this on YouTube, but I would send you a private link, just email me at NyxMoonOracle@yahoo.com and we can set you up, or you can go into Etsy and purchase what I have available in my shops right now, which is Past Life, Twin Flame Separation. I am going to put a general reading up, plus a few more. I think I have a ghosted reading in there too. So you can go into Etsy or you can email me to book that. I would love to tap into your situation and help you bring clarity messages to your specific situation, because this is a general reading. If you'd like specifics, please email me or check out Etsy. I will have a Past Lives Twin Flame edition added by tomorrow to give you that opportunity if you like this kind of reading today. I think these are pretty fun because we've been with our Twin Flame throughout time, and I'm always interested in the different life situations that come up for each collective that I'm channeling that week. These will be happening every Monday. I'll probably post on Tuesday though, and just really have some fun and creativity with the readings, but definitely Twin Flame readings every week for sure, because that's who I tend to attract. So let's get this started. Fire. Rainforest. It's interesting. Rain and water and fire. Dancer and marriage. All right. I'm going to get one more. Peace. Okay, on the bottom of the deck is Old Soul. Spirit, can you give me more information about this? I'm going to get more, and then we're going to go into the story of what I'm getting. I'm going to see what Spirit wants to... I'm going to go in about the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, their characteristics and qualities. Who was who in this situation? Spirit, tell me about the Divine Feminine in this situation, please, Spirit. Tell me about Divine Feminine. Okay, Liberator would definitely go with fire. Mystic. Tell me about Divine Masculine, please, Spirit, in this situation. Hero. Wow. You were both very similar, which isn't surprising. I'm going to get one more for both of you. I just need a little bit more information. Oh, I got my peacock feather here wanting to come in. Too many, Spirit. Just one for each one, please. Just one for Divine Feminine. Okay, we have a Prince. I felt that. I saw that on the bottom of the deck a minute ago for Divine Masculine, but I didn't take it. But it went ahead and came out anyway. Let's see what we have for Divine Feminine. Hermit, which goes along with this Mystic and Liberator. And by Prince, it doesn't mean actual Prince. This could be like Prince Charming. Yeah, just charming, you know, the hero. Now I'm going to go into like your ages, genders. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about Divine Feminine. Okay. These cards fell. So Divine Feminine, you were, this Page of Pentacles, you were a woman that was focused on money. You may have been wealthy, or you were a very hard worker and kept, you know, kept your shit together with your pentacles, your money. You were a young female, up to 25, not over 25. So I'm going to go into Divine Masculine. I am feeling like, because of this Pentacles and this Fighter, I do feel like you had to fight for your money. You weren't born into it. Tell me about Divine Masculine, Spirit. Tell me about Divine Masculine in this situation, in this collective, please. Oh, they're wanting to all fly out. Okay. Your Divine Masculine was definitely older. He liked to, well, King of Wands is, you know, he's that Prince Charming, the hero. He's passionate. He goes after what he wants. He's adventurous. This man was older than you, over 25. I'm seeing blonde hair. Almost sandy blonde, but you know, with a lot of sun bleachedness, like he was outside. You know how surfers get that sun bleached hair? I'm getting that from this Divine Masculine. He went after what he wanted. Like, you know, he would climb mountains. He was very adventurous, passionate, all about a journey. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. I really appreciate it. Okay. Now I'm going to get a little bit more information, just to see if I can get a time frame. And then I'll go into everything that I'm seeing. Okay. Tell me about this Divine Feminine, Spirit. Tell me more about this Divine Feminine. As soon as I get a couple of more cards, then I'm going to go into the story that's unfolding here for this collective. Change. Okay. Concern. One more, Spirit. Ooh, wee. Ay, 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 ay. Yep. And marriage comes out again, and even 1, 2, and 3, and I shuffled this deck quite a few times. I even used it at the fair. I'm going to get one more, and that should do it. Wait, one more. Okay, I thought it was going to come out, but it didn't, so I had to make sure. Privileged lady. Okay. Sudden wealth is on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take that as a wild card. It actually helps me even more. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is I do feel like you, as the Divine Feminine, I feel like you were a fighter. You had to struggle for things. I do feel like you had a father that you were concerned about that passed away. You were always concerned with him. I do feel like he was called into the light. You loved him very much. I do feel like, though, because of those lilies too, I definitely am getting acknowledgement of this person that you're concerned with passed away, this father. I feel like you loved your father very much, but I feel like you did fight a lot with your father, and it caused you a lot of pain and sadness. There was just too much fire between you both. I do feel like I feel like he perished in the fire because of this fire right here underneath this card. I feel like, and then fire's right here. I feel like he perished in fire of some sort. And I feel that It caused this change, even though, you know, you loved your father, but you did fight. But even though you fought, this father, I do believe, left you an inheritance because there's a sudden change, okay? And then sudden wealth. I do believe that you were in the time period of the early 1900s. I don't believe it was the United States. I believe it was in Europe somewhere. I might be able to get more clarity in a little bit. But because your father passed away, it did give you sudden wealth and change. And I feel like you just packed up your things and left. Yep, and Journey was right under sudden wealth. Journey was right under sudden wealth. I really feel like you packed up and change happened. You were ready to start an adventure. You had the money, the means, you became this privileged lady. And you took advantage of it because you were that young Page of Pentacles. Now I'm going to take this because there's also a privileged lady over here. So you packed up. The death of your father actually liberated you because you had kind of went inside in this hermit mode. You were like, I'm hearing this is what you and your father would disagree with, because you were all about the mystical side of things. You were, you know, you were not of tradition, like traditional religion, traditional values. You went elsewhere. You were, I do believe you had this calling. You liked this dancer energy. You liked to dance with the divine. You loved the candles. You loved the tarot. You loved the seance. You loved everything about the metaphysical. You were fascinated with anything metaphysical or voodoo related. And that was a huge concern for your father. I do believe you were a dancer that was very free, very open, very mystic, very liberated. Because you had been on this hermit journey. I do believe that you had a lot of sadness about your father. You wish he would have accepted you, but it didn't happen. And you did not get a chance to resolve this before he passed away. I don't think you were a professional dancer. You just loved to dance. Like dance in nature, dance with the spirits, because of this mystic. I mean, you were, you were all about your inner journey. Creativity. You loved to dance, but I don't believe you were a professional dancer at all. You were just in tune with the divine, the dance of life. You were very aware. Now I'm going to go into, see, marriage came out twice here. I do believe the marriage came out twice because I do believe your divine masculine was married to this privileged lady when you met. I'm going to go into how you met in a minute. But I do know just from this, he was married to a privileged lady. This man was a man of means as well, for sure. I do believe he was about the arts, curious about the metaphysical as well, because he's that King of Wands. He had his kind of eye on different things culturally. He was fascinated with different cultures, different ways of thinking. He could get along in any situation. He knew how. He was charming. He was worldly. He was adventurous. I do believe he was very well traveled. So he was very, very curious. And I don't believe this woman traveled well. I believe this may have been, a marriage of convenience. I'm feeling definitely a marriage of convenience, of, procreating. And plus, I do feel that this man was attracted to her initially, and was going to give them babies and things like that. It was just what was done. He did have feelings, but I don't believe the passion was there. And even if it was fleeting. I don't believe he was faithful to this woman. It was almost like just for keeping up appearances. But he was a rover for sure, but he was married to this person. Spirit, can you tell me about their divine masculine and divine feminine's meeting? How did they meet? How did they meet, Spirit? How did they meet? I think I'm going to, I've already discussed your side. We already know, I'm going to leave divine masculines out because I haven't discussed as much, and there's a little bit more to say. But I'm just waiting for the cards to come out to acknowledge. Okay. How did divine feminine and divine masculine meet in this lifetime, Spirit? What brought them together? How did they meet? What else, Spirit? Huh. I'll get a couple more. I think one more. Spirit, how did they meet? Okay, I'm going to go in further. How did they meet, Spirit? How did they meet? Okay. There's the music, the art, the dance. You both were very cultural. Oh, yeah. New beginning. I'm going to get two more just to clarify further. Okay. Go the deck. Okay. What I'm getting is that you and divine masculine met at an event, like an artistic event, because remember, you were also wealthy now because of your father passing. You were that privileged lady, and you met at like some kind of cultural event. It was either something like at a museum, art gallery, something artistic, or an opera, or some kind of orchestral event, some music. There was art, or it could just be an event with music, art, literature, where people discussed it. Sorry, there's neighbors' dogs are going apeshit. I feel like it was by the sea, maybe a beach home. It was at someone's house. Probably divine masculines. Could be yours. It really doesn't matter. But it was a get-together. And you were a friend of a friend or a colleague of a colleague. And you met there. And immediately, divine masculine was very taken with you. Like this whole new path opened up. Divine masculine felt new again. I mean, I can hear that you were radiant. I can hear that he just loved the way you smelled of lavender and honeysuckle, I'm hearing. I don't think there's honeysuckle in here, but that's what I'm hearing, honeysuckle. That he loved the way you smell, and he found you fascinating. I do feel you talked about art, music, dance. Because you were that hermit, you had a lot of information. You were very well read, and you had traveled. I feel like instantly with this new beginning, he wanted to know everything about you. He felt like he struck gold. He found gold, and he wanted to discover you. He wanted to know you because he's that King of Wands. He was fascinated, and you were too, because he is the King of Wands. And it was charming. It was beautiful. It was fresh. It was new. You had a lot of things in common. And I do believe that he planned his way to you. He knew immediately he was going to discover you. He planned it. He knew. See this right here? This vast universe. He felt like you were connected, like you were brought immediately. And that came up with this, right? This card right here. Old soul. He felt like he knew you immediately. And I do believe you did as well. You were very taken back by him. You found him so charming because he is the prince. He is the talker. And see how there's 3 people here? I feel like there was an affair between you. We do know that this divine masculine was very charming. He's the King of Wands. And I did say earlier that I felt like he was in a marriage of convenience at this point. But I do feel like he showered you with gifts. That you did a lot of things together that he couldn't do with his wife, because his wife did not want to do it. Because you were not at first a privileged lady. You inherited your money. But you had separated yourself from your family, especially your father, to go off and live your free-spirited life. And this divine masculine was very, very attracted to that. You were the kind of person that would get up and go hiking, going to the ocean, going to the sea. You didn't really care about looking like a privileged lady. You were the dancer of life. You were all about mysticism and nature. And he loved that. You felt like he struck gold, that he was connected to you like a soulmate. Like, out of everybody in the world, Spirit brought you to him. He felt you were his heroine. I do feel like there was a toxic addiction here to you. Like, he couldn't get enough of you. He couldn't get enough. It was to the point where he had an affair on his wife. But that wasn't the first time he did it. But he did it with you. I felt like he found inner peace with you. He felt that connection with you. Otherworldly connection. We saw that earlier. But then something happened. I'm going to see what that was, because masks started coming up. And pride and ego. Oh, wait. Spirit's telling me right now that, yes, he was having an affair. But he wasn't in town. Like, where's that card? See that? Planning and action. He was not in the town where his wife was at the time of this affair. He covered this affair up. He did not tell you he was married. He did not mention he was married. He was visiting either your house or a colleague's house. Like a friend of a friend party, or it was a colleague's get-together. But he wasn't home. And he stayed there. He stayed there longer to be with you. To carry on this affair. What happened, Spirit? Because this happened. He masked he was feeling all the love, the connection. Both of you were like getting along. It was peaceful. It was beautiful. But he was masking that he was married. So, I want to know what happened right here. I want to know what happened, Spirit. What happened? What happened here? What happened? What happened in this connection, Spirit? What happened? Ooh, limitations. Okay. What else, Spirit? What happened with this divine masculine and divine feminine? One more. Oh, twin flames. You know that the twin flame runner chaser dynamic happened, but we want to know why. Okay. I thought so. I just want to see. Okay, divine time. I just need to see one more. I need to see if you found out about it. Yeah. I'm going to get one more. Okay. All right, I pulled extra because, I pulled extra because I just want more clarification. I want more of the story. I feel like that this divine masculine was tempted by you, lied, masked the marriage, was quiet about the marriage. I do feel like divine masculine knew, it's like Divine Masculine. Oh, this is very complicated, Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine put this on ice because of this winter. He put things with you on ice because he got in his head. He started pulling away from you. He knew he was limited in the attention and time he could give you. And I do believe he told you about this commitment that he was in because of receive. I do believe he gave you the message, you received it. And I feel that you were very, very upset with this. You felt guilty for the other woman. You felt broken. You questioned yourself. How could you fall for this? How could you not see this? Because you were very aware of, how men were. But you let your guard down with this one. I believe that with this renewal and this spark, I feel like you didn't like this feeling. And you put an end to it. You're like, I cannot handle things like this. I do feel like Divine Masculine was pulling back from you, little by little icing you out, going mute. Therefore, he told you. I feel like the only reason he told you is because of that twin flame runner chaser dynamic happening. Because before, he didn't want to tell you. But once that runner chaser dynamic happens, that's when they start to tell you, oh yeah, by the way, I'm married. I can't really be with you. And so I can be with you sometimes, but not all the time, because I have, a wife and kids and financial commitments to them. So yeah, I'm going to try to heal my marriage and, go back with my family. And this really hurt you very much. But you did feel guilty. You did feel a lot of disappointment. Like, I'm hearing not again, not that again. I knew better. I thought he was different. And you felt broken. But then you put it into that cycle. And then I feel like you walked away. You're like, I'm changing this. This is done. I'm done. I'm not going to wallow in this. He can go do what he wants to do. I'm going to self-love myself. Take these lessons. Listen to my inner guidance. Because of remember, you were a hermit. You were in the hermit mode. You soul searched. It was like you already knew how to take lessons and renew and begin again. To purge. To trust. To heal. To transform all of this temptation that you still had for Divine Masculine, as well as what Divine Masculine had done. You knew how to transform it. Because I didn't know if I had pulled this card already, but I didn't. You were mystical, very self-aware. So this helped you step away from Divine Masculine. It helped you so much. Kick this peacock to the curb. And that's really good because not a lot of us can do that in the beginning. So I'm going to see what else happened real quick. Spirit, can you tell me what else happened after Divine Feminine? What else happened after Divine Feminine walked away from Divine Masculine? What happened? How did Divine Masculine react? How did Divine Masculine... Whoa. Wow, there's that King of Wands again. That King of Wands was feeling it. Wow, these are active. Ooh. Nine of Wands. Wheel of Fortune, and I'm going to get one more. Ooh. Yeah. Divine Masculine. High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck. And the Four of Pentacles. Oh, he was feeling it. When you were like, you know what? I don't need this shit. I'm going to go back home and I'm going to live my life. Bye. I really feel like you had fought with your father and other people that didn't accept you. Remember, fighter came out. You were a fighter. You had been through rejection and things like that for so long. And even with people that you loved dearly, you had experienced and learned lessons on how to cope with rejection from people that were supposed to love you. You went back into hermit mode and you were okay with it. You were totally okay with being by yourself and living your life. You had money, you had means, you had dancing and culture. You were just okay. It doesn't mean you weren't feeling great, because I'm going to go into how you felt in just a moment. On the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this, while you were walking away and going away, and we'll look into how you really felt going forward, this Divine Masculine was feeling this tremendously. You ended it, and it hurt, and he didn't know that it was going to hurt so bad. He's like, I'm the King of Wands. Like, how could they not pine for me for the rest of their life and beg? And, you know, I told them that I would see them, we could continue this, but I couldn't be there, you know, when they were fantasizing about you, having memories and thinking about you. And they knew. They felt your absence tremendously with this Four of Pentacles. They knew. They fucked up. They fucked up an opportunity with you that was, remember, divine timing came out, to trust divine timing. This Divine Masculine tampered with destiny. He knew upon meeting you. Remember that universe card, the vast universe card came out? He knew. He knew and felt the soul connection, and he still walked away from it. He still destroyed it, wiped it clean, took away all the life from it because you walked away. And now all he's left with is memories with the Six of Cups and fantasy. Fantasies about you. Knowing that he messed up because of his secrets that he kept. The lies. And then telling you and offering crumbs, and you walked away. But he's like, but I'm the King of Wands. Now I'm going to go into how you felt. Spirit, can you tell me how Divine Feminine felt when she walked away from Divine Masculine in this lifetime we're talking about? How was she feeling when she walked away? When she cut it off and ended it? Walked away for her highest good? Yeah, that Ace of Swords. You cut it out. You were clear on what you wanted. I feel like you did this your whole life. You were that fighter. You were like, you knew how to move through life with this Ace of Swords. You knew. You'd been through it before. So you knew the steps to take to get through heartache from somebody that was supposed to love you, rejecting you. I keep hearing that. But, because you are the chaser, you still felt connected to Divine Masculine. You still felt bound. You would still have those attachments and thoughts, but you dared not speak it to anybody. This was something you kept to yourself, and this Knight of Wands, you just kept going. You kept going, and you were like, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to get back into my hermit mode, going within, getting my spiritual groove on, going for my 10 of Cups. Looking ahead with this 3 of Wands, finding the right person for me. He's out there. You knew it too. And on the bottom of the deck is 8 of Swords in reverse. You're like, I'm not going to be stuck. I'm not going to be stuck. I am going to get through this. I'm going for my 10 of Cups. I'm going for my hopes, my dreams, my happiness, my love of a lifetime, my commitment to myself, my contentment with myself. That way I can manifest the right person. You weren't closing your heart off. You just were like, the lessons card came out earlier and I didn't even get to use it yet, but I'm going to use it now. Lessons. You're that fighter. You were going to take these lessons and move forward. You'd been through heartache before with people who loved you. You were going to take these lessons and not be stuck and keep going, keep looking ahead. Because you knew deep down in your soul, because you were this mystic. You were the hermit, the soul searcher, that somebody else was out there for you. This is really good. Very strong Divine Feminine. Very strong. I want to know, Spirit, did the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine ever reconcile? What happened? What happened, Spirit, with this couple? Did they reconcile? Did he get a divorce? What happened? What happened here? And I'm going to go into how this affects you now in your current life with the Divine Masculine manifestation currently. You may be different genders now. Separation, passion, what else? What happened with this couple? Did they reunite or did they stay apart? Okay. Did they reconcile or stay apart? I'm picking more only because I'm trying to see, get the messages if you stayed in separation and went in different love interests. One more. Wow, that flew across my room. Romantic feelings. Okay. Spirit, can you tell me if? Okay, that helps. Tell me if this is about Divine Feminine being with Divine Masculine or being with another person. Did Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine reconcile and end up together in this lifetime? Or did Divine Feminine move on with a soulmate? Two more, Spirit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The Empress, okay. One more. King of Cups. Nine of Cups. Look at all this Cups energy. Okay. And the Ten of Wands was in reverse. Five of Wands. Yeah, okay. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. One more, Spirit, and then I'll be happy. One more. Yes, okay, I thought so. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, so what I'm getting, completely getting, is after you and Divine Masculine separated, you were totally, you went into your hermit mode for a while, but then you came out the Queen of Swords. You were more knowledgeable, set your boundaries. You didn't tolerate any bullshit at all. No, no, no. This, and then you went from, you dealt with the Seven of Swords energy from Divine Masculine. You're like, this dude cheated on me. He lied. He was cheating on his wife. And then he discarded me and then wanted me as like a side piece. Now, of course, this isn't the language you used, but I'm getting to the point using today's language. He used me. He wanted me to be a side piece. And I'm like, no, no. You were very good at cutting people out because so many people in your life, because you were that fighter, so many people that were supposed to love you judged you, dismissed you, put you to the side, cut you out, rejected you, and betrayed you. And you were done with it. But then through your hermit mode and putting up boundaries, you evolved into this Empress. You nurtured yourself. You let go of burdens. This Ten of Wands, you let go of the burden of everybody who had wronged you. You're like, it doesn't matter. I love me. I'm living my life. I'm letting go of conflict with this Five of Wands. I'm not arguing with myself. I'm not fighting myself. I'm not fighting others. I'm living. I've been through experience. I feel like after about 4 to 5 years after this separation, you really just evolved. And I feel like that you did meet a Nine of Cups. A Nine of Cups. I saw a Nine of Cups right here. This King of Cups who was balanced, who was good. And remember earlier you were like, I'm going for my 10 of Cups. I know he's out there, my Emperor. But the thing is, the Empress, the Emperor would be Divine Masculine. You went for a soulmate, a King of Cups who was balanced, compassionate, emotionally available, loving, kind. And you came together. And you had children together. You had your wish fulfillment, this Nine of Cups. And you were grateful for this Nine of Cups. I do believe these cards said that anyway. I just needed time. After the separation, you, with Divine Masculine, you let yourself evolve into the Empress. But first you had to put up those boundaries with the Queen of Swords. And then you allowed your heart to receive passion from other people again. You had your passion for life. You opened up your heart. And you wanted to express your love. You started feeling romantic feelings for that King of Cups. And I feel like he expressed his love to you. You expressed your love to him. And it took a while. It took about I'm getting 5 to 7 years but this person was worth waiting for. And this King of Cups made the effort. He chased you. He snuck in those kisses. He's the King of Cups. He's the one that loves to give the emotions and the lovey-dovey stuff, not just sexy stuff. This was a great love. It also says worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And then what was it? Worth waiting for. Yeah. This was worth waiting for. And you really enjoyed getting to know this King of Cups. You got together with friends and really enjoyed life. And I do believe you looked back on this situation because it's divine masculine. You're going to go back and forth in your head, but you knew you had that attachment to divine masculine still. See how she's looking over still? Sometimes you'd be sitting there and thinking of divine masculine, but in a way that was like, I was so miserable. I thought he was this knight in shining armor. I thought this was a divine connection, but I was miserable. I wasn't treated well. I was just treated like somebody to be in bed with. But my King of Cups, he's worth everything. Soulmates are definitely easier. And you were able to achieve this wish fulfillment and have children with this King of Cups, who showered you with expressions of love. You never had to wonder how this person felt because they expressed themselves because they're the King of Cups. Tell me more, Spirit. That's absolutely beautiful. I love that. Tell me more. Yeah. I know this Four of Wands is a twin flame card, but that's not here. You made a firm foundation and a soul connection with this person, and you were very happy with it, in harmony with your children. You decided to take a life without and walk away from divine masculine. Now I'm going to see what happened with divine masculine. Spirit, what happened with divine masculine? What happened with divine masculine in his life since divine feminine walked away? Did he find love? Did he reconnect with his wife? What happened? What happened with divine masculine? Wow. I almost want to say poor divine masculine, but you know, I'm going to get one more and then I'm going to get into the tarot. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. From this card, I'm going to get more, but I'm telling you, divine masculine, when you walked away, he was left pining for you. And that's what happens when you walk away from divine masculine and the twin flame journey and you go and explore other relationships and yourself. And you let go of this journey and you let go of this person, they pine for you the way you pine for them. And he held on. He held on, kept thinking that you would come back into his life very soon. Like he would always tell himself, someday it'll happen. Someday it'll happen. I'm going to get my friends and colleagues to kind of, you know, connect us. I'm going to ask about her. There was no social media back then, so it was friends and colleagues that would talk about you, divine feminine. Divine masculine was just all in his head, still pining, wishing, but he knew what he did to make you walk away. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about divine masculine's life after divine feminine chose to move on without him. Forever. He felt the wrath of the Queen of Swords, which already came up. That is what you were. He knew you cut him off because of this. You didn't give this divine masculine the time of day. You found your strength, and he had to kind of sit back and watch everything happen. He had to restrain himself. Yeah. He knew that you didn't stay stuck or bound to him, and you went after that wish fulfillment. He saw it happening before his eyes. Yeah, he saw this. How did it make him feel? He saw this with the Six of Wands, your victory, your success. Oh, holy shit. How did it make him feel? That Seven of Swords. Feel like a shit heel. Like, I messed this up, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to contact using my friends. I'm going to try. I'm going to keep. I feel like this person died trying to get back into your good graces. And the Seven of Swords, I feel like sometimes they would go back and forth between being jealous, being proud, and then almost wishing sabotage onto you. Not self-sabotage, but sabotage onto you. Yeah, he wanted that passionate, I mean, he just wanted it, but he wanted that passionate adventure, that Knight of Wands. See, he went from a king to a knight. He was losing his power as you were gaining, because he was feeling that Three of Swords. He knew there was no more passionate adventures with you. He would relive this. All he had left was memories of your time together. That's it. And the heartache. Because he didn't treat you like an equal with the Six of Pentacles. He didn't. There was not an equal give and take, and he ruined it. He knew it. I'm going to get into that Chariot. Hang on. Tell me more about that Chariot. Wow. 2 minutes, Spirit. 2 minutes. Oh, look at that. He wanted to charge ahead towards the Empress. He wanted to charge ahead, Divine Feminine, towards you. You came out in your own reading as the Queen of Swords and the Empress. He saw you evolve into this because you had common friends and colleagues. And they're coming out in Divine Masculine. He saw you as this too. He wanted to charge ahead towards you, but... You know, let me see if he did. Yeah, he tried, but you put him in his place. He came at you, you know, trying to be the, you know, aloof King of Swords and like, hey, how's it going? You know, and you're like, no, we're done here. We're done here. We're done here. Because you found your Ten of Cups. The one you were searching for all along when you walked away. You found it. What else? And Divine Masculine stayed obsessed. Couldn't communicate with you with this Eight of Wands. Couldn't, because he tried before and he got shut down. He saw you were happy in another relationship. And he was bound and felt it for the rest of his life. Wow. Yeah, the Tower. The Tower. He couldn't come forward. He knew he blew it up, and he knew that it came crashing down because of him. He messed up something that was divinely orchestrated. Now, I'm going to see how that affects you guys now and currently. That was a hell of a story. How does this affect Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine currently? These lessons. What are the lessons? To walk away? To let go? Tell me, Spirit. How does this affect this life now with Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine moving forward? Remember, you were a dancer. You loved to dance. Let me get 2 more. Yep, choices and consequences. It's that Two of Swords energy. Okay. I feel like in this lifetime, Spirit's saying, look, in the former lifetime, when you found out about Divine Masculine, you walked away. You knew you deserved better. I need you to answer that call again. Don't refuse the call to use the wisdom of this reading if it's resonating with you, okay? I'm communicating with you, and I need you to listen to the call to walk away from Divine Masculine. Walk away from having anything to do with him. If you're meant to be together, guess what? It will happen in divine timing. But I need you to surrender and dance with your life. I need you to surrender. Go with the flow. Go with the flow of life. I know sometimes it's painful. I know sometimes it's painful. But there are treasures hidden in the shadows, and those are the shadows you need to face, so listen to the call. There is limitless opportunity with you, and it starts with meditation and soul alignment. Not wandering between realms. That means the 5D, Divine Masculine's 3D world, and your world. This is your world, your life. Embrace yours. Make the decision right now. Because there are choices and consequences. You have to make the choice to be on your soul call, your soul journey, your soul alignment, not chasing after divine masculine and living in the shadows, replaying the shadows, replaying all of what has happened in your head. Surrender it. Dance with life now. Make the decision. Don't stay wandering between worlds. What's some advice on this twin flame journey? What's some advice on this twin flame journey, Spirit, that Divine Feminine can take to help? Yeah, that inner peace. That inner peace. And that is being in the present moment, focusing on the now, not everything in the past or like hyper focused on an outcome with Divine Masculine. This is inner peace, not straddling between worlds. What else, Spirit? Self-love. Loving who's in the mirror. It's all about you, your life, not straddling into Divine Masculine's world, chasing Divine Masculine. Look at you just hanging there. You're supposed to be dancing. Inner peace is meditation, going within, loving yourself, accepting yourself as you are, not letting your thoughts about Divine Masculine keep you wandering between, like, wondering what Divine Masculine's thinking, wondering what they think of you, who they're with, what they're doing, how they feel about you. All that stuff is unimportant. Watch that sexual energy. If Divine Masculine, the runner, comes to you, don't flirt back. Remember what you were remember when Divine Masculine came back to you in your former life and you were like the Queen of Swords and you were like, no, I'm moving forward. I don't need this. I don't need crumbs. I'm not your side piece. I'm not your piece of anything. Come to me right or you don't get me. I'm Divine Feminine. I'm the Empress. I am focused on my ascension, aligning with Source, aligning with my soul, which is being in the present moment, loving myself as I am, not accepting disrespectful behavior, ghosting, running, using, or my own deceptive thoughts and behaviors. Yeah, I don't want this pain confusion that's caused with this dynamic. I am the key. Self-love is the key. I'm going to go for a soulmate. I don't care what karmic partner you're with. I'm not going to trash the karmic. I'm not going to care about your karmic. I wish you well, but I'm going for my 10 of Cups, my 9 of Cups. I'm going for my King of Cups, my soulmate. One I don't have to wonder or play games with because I want that zen. I do not want to be a chaser. I'm not going to look for signs and numbers or anything else in regards to you. I'm not going to talk to you or text you or call you or search for you on social media. I'm living my life, inner peace. I'm letting go of you. And I'm counting on my guardian angels and Spirit, my soul tribe, to help me get over obsessive thoughts for you. And if we happen to run into each other, I'm going business as usual, Queen of Swords in your ass, because I'm going for my soulmate. Whether that is with friends or lovers. I know who I really am, and I know my value. This is what Spirit wants you to know. See, knowledge came out. Spirit's like, yep, that's what I want them to know. And it starts with meditation. And don't let that past haunt you. Don't fantasize. If you run into them, give them a thimbleful. Remember, you're Divine Feminine. You're the keeper of the flame. You are your Divine Masculine. Live your best life. Sometimes we're not meant to come back into union because we already are in union. Divine Masculine's living their life. You're living your life. Spirit's saying, help me create that life with you. It's not always how you want it to be. It's for how you need it to be. Because Divine Masculine is, if they're still running, they haven't learned anything on this twin flame journey. This isn't a journey of romance. This is a spiritual journey. A journey of self-love and aligning with Spirit. It's lifting the veil between you, Spirit, and your soul, and who your Divine Masculine really is, which is you in another manifestation form of your soul on this earth. Your inner knowing being unleashed. Lifting the veil between you, God, the Creator, and your soul. Freeze this obsession with Divine Masculine. Be in the present moment, because if not, Divine Masculine's repelled. Show yourself unconditional love. Forget the story with Divine Masculine. It's not important. Your life experience is the story. Your life goes from that story, which is torn, tattered, old, played out, to this beautiful loop of self-love and protection. Anything done in unconditional love is never wrong. Don't do, just be. Forget get rid of the keepsakes and memories of divine masculine. Unless you have children together and put them in a box, that way the kids can have them if they want it. Don't be scared. Level that shared energy. If they ghosted you, let go of the story. If they ghosted you, forget them. Forget how they ghosted you. Forget what they said to you, what they promised to you, what they did to you. It doesn't even matter. It's time to throw that book out, start a new book titled Unconditional Love. You're the author. Don't seek them out. Live your best life. You're going to have some stumbling blocks. That's okay. Just move forward. Your soul is watching. That's who you really are. Not your mind. You're not your mind. It's time to get out of your ego. I could do this all day. Spirit's like, I got more. But you have been through this before, Divine Feminine, in this past life. This past life was a teaching lesson. You had been through so much rejection and pain. You knew how to walk away. And Spirit's reminding you what's important is your 10 of Cups, your 9 of Cups, your life, not Divine Masculine. I'm going to get what needs to be surrendered in this lifetime to help you move forward. What needs to be surrendered, Spirit? What needs to be surrendered in this lifetime, Spirit, for Divine Feminine? Prayer. Meditation. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Yep, reach out. Surrender to non-action. Don't chase Divine Masculine. Don't seek them out. Don't seek outside validation. Love yourself first, and you will attract the right people into you. Now's the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Don't wait around for anybody. One more, Spirit. And if you get frustrated, remember I said stumbling blocks are going to happen on this journey. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving the dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, prayer and meditation, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. That's how you evolved. You went from the Queen of Swords to the Empress because you kept putting up boundaries and you kept going. Remember, you kept going. You were not going to be stuck on Divine Masculine. Even if you had a thought, you refocused. That's what needs to happen here again. And don't resent what happened with Divine Masculine. Let it go. I think I'm going to get one last card for some wisdom. We'll do some wisdom of the Oracle. I love the wisdom of the Oracle. Last card, Spirit. There we go. Go the distance. Keep going. Just like you did in the former life. You evolved from that Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, to the Queen of Swords, to the Empress. That got your 10 of Cups. You can do it. Go the distance. Just don't have an outcome with Divine Masculine. Don't worry about what's going to happen with Divine Masculine. Your outcome is happiness, love, true love. And it starts with you. Keep going. Keep going. Let Divine Masculine go. Forget this journey. I'm going to get one more. That's it, Spirit. Yep. And then let fate take care of everything else. You go the distance. Heal. Take care of yourself. Mind your business. Let go of Divine Masculine and see what blessings are bestowed upon you. Let fate handle the twin flame journey. You just live your best life. Yeah, leave it to the higher power. The higher power knows what's best for you. And trust your inner knowing as well. You know that Divine Masculine is not making you feel good. You know that. They may be fine and they may be, everything, but are they with you now? Are they loving you now? Are they treating you well? No. Then why would you hang on to something like that? You deserve better than that. You know you deserve better than that. The Queen of Swords knows. The Empress knows. You're not a page. Even that page knew to walk away. It's time to walk away. I hope this helps. See you next week. Namaste.